Hey, it's Colin here from Cascade Juggling, and today we're going to have a look at how to build your own juggling toy, like this. Okay, so before we get started, there's a couple of things you're going to need. You're going to need some stage balls. I like the 90mm EOZ stage balls. They've got a good amount of squish to them, and I think the size is great. You're going to need some handles. These are some of the 3D printed handles, designed by Protbox approved in the US, and printed for me here in the UK by Oscar from Ninja Tricks. You're going to need some rope. I like static rope or semi-static rope for making juggling pie out of. I think the stiffness really helps, but really the only important thing here is that it's got a plastic core.
And so the last thing you're going to need is you're going to need a couple of tools. A drill bit, and the important thing to remember with the drill bit is that it's going to have to be slightly smaller than your rope. So I've got 10.5mm rope and I've got a 10mm drill bit, and this works out slightly smaller than the rope and is perfect. You're also going to need an old kitchen knife. It gets like a little bit destroyed in the process, but the main thing to have here is one with an insulated handle. This is going to be really important. Having a little craft knife is really good for just cleaning up any edges and making everything look nice. And lastly, I always find that having a tape and a pen is just invaluable.
Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the ball ready. To do this, we need to drill a hole in it. And the only thing I make sure of is to avoid the seam here. And then using a HSS drill bit, this is kind of useful. We're just going to go nice and slow, right in, and you get a nice clean hole. Perfect. Now that you got your hole, what we're going to do is take a craft knife and then just like clean up the entry to the hole here. Make sure any like little imperfections are just dealt with. Okay, so once we've got the hole in the ball sorted, we're going to sort our rope next. We're going to think about the end of the rope that's going into the ball first, and what we're going to do is heat the knife up, your lovely old kitchen knife. I use my kitchen hob to do this with the extractor fan on full and a mask for ventilation, because it does get a little bit fumy when you do this. Other options are camping stove and going outside. That works great as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to heat the knife up, and then we're going to heat the end of the rope up a little bit as well. Once it gets nice and hot, you're going to take the knife and we're just going to like ease and melt the end of the rope into this little like kind of knob bit here. As you can see, it sticks out about 1 to 2 millimeters from the edge of the rope either side. And this is really important because this is what's going to hold it into the pie. Next step is we're going to put our handles onto the rope. So you take the other end and your handle and just thread it on. You may need to like drill out the handle a little bit to fit the size of rope, but that depends what rope and what handles you're using. Okay, so once you have the melted end of the rope here with the handle attached, we're going to take the ball and we're going to stick this melted knob bit inside the ball. I find the best way to do this is to take it at a little bit of an angle here, and you're just going to push down on one side and then you're going to twist as it goes in. This will take a little bit of force, but not too much. So if it feels like it's really not going to go, stop. Because you can always adjust the size of your melted bit here or the size of the hole in the ball. You don't want to push it too hard so anything starts to rip in the ball. Okay, so last stage here. We've got the ball attached to the rope. We just need to deal with the handle now. So to do this, we're going to have to set a length of a poi. If you already have some poi that you like, I would recommend getting those and comparing the length to see what's right for you there. If not, I would recommend going a little bit longer than you think you might want, because it's always easy to chop a little bit more off and make them shorter, but you can't stick any more back on. So once you're happy with the position of your handle and the length of the poi, what you want to do is we're going to mark just down below the handle here. You can either do this or use a bit of tape for this as well, and just go around. And then you want to slide the handle right out of the way. Next, we're going to take our electrical tape here, and we're going to start either side of our little mark. Put one that side, and again, one on the other side. Perfect. Once you have the handle position marked, the last step is going to be heat your knife back up again, and then go really slow, cutting down through the mark, and then flattening out the plastic again to create that little ridge like we did with the ball end. Okay, so this has been one method for making poi using a plastic cord rope. It was first shown to me by Jeremiah Jacobs when I was in the States, so thanks Jeremiah. If you want to use cotton cord rope or any sort of natural rope, you're going to need a slightly different method for this. There is a way of making it work, and if you want us to make a tutorial on that next, leave us a comment down below. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.